NHL's newest franchise, who released their name this morning. Now, I am a dummy, and I saw last night that they were announcing it at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
And I saw that PT, and I thought they meant 9 p.m. So I missed the announcement this morning, but obviously I am aware that the name is the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Seattle on naming their team the Kraken. Do we have the logo there, producer?
Wow.
So there you have it, the Seattle Kraken. First impressions.
Well, they've got a great video production department because that video was stellar. Producer Chris was also giving it some props before during our show rehearsal, and that was like a movie trailer. I mean, the Kings do some great work, Chris. Great work, but Real can recognize Real for a second there because, I mean, you got to give props to how incredible that production was. So if we're going to see that level of, I don't know, marketing, then sweet, sign me up. I love the colors too. I think the colors are so, I don't know, sea-like, but with that hint of what is it, like a peachy red, Jesse? I don't even know what you would call that.
I believe it's called Red Alert. Is the name of the color?
Is that really the name?
That's really the name. I don't have the 3 shades of blue off the top of my head. I think the light one is called ice blue, and the other one is something having to do with navy. But look, the S for the primary logo is fine. They're Seattle, so it looks like a tentacle there, in the body of the S. I really quite like the secondary logo, which is an anchor, and also the stem of the anchor. I don't know what you call that, but the top of it is the Space Needle. So that's cute. I mean,
that's what they were going for. That's exactly what they were going for.
Well, but this is the issue, and I don't know if this is just me being me or me being a cranky old man or whatever. But at the end of the day, the fans are going to cheer for the team no matter what the name is, right? Like, I don't know of any sports fan who says, well, I'm not rooting for this team because what's a White Sox or what's a Steeler or, what's a Heat? So I think there's the possibility of overthinking this a little bit. And, they don't have a roster. They don't have players. The building's not constructed yet. They have a front office staff, and now they have a name. So obviously they're going to spend a lot of time and money promoting the name, but it's fine. It's not offensive in any way. I would have gone a different route personally. I think Seattle has a ton of there's the jersey right there again with that navy blue.
Honestly,
and I was reading some of the quotes from the organization. They were touting the fact that there is no white on this jersey, right? It's just shades of blue.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was actually fairly interesting. Again, like the red highlight, it's called Red Alert, and they have this long explanation for why it's in there. Don't need the explanation. There's just some red in there. It's fine.
And then you got people like me going, there's a red peachy color. So
right.
The Red Alert memo. So all that work that they did to make it, scripted out as to why they chose that just went, over my head. So I was so in awe.
What I'm saying about overthinking it. But I do like the fact that the little eye is there. And look, here's the Release the Kraken. Now, this is my real issue with the name. Do you know why people say Release the Kraken, Carrlyn?
I think you know why.
I do, but I'm curious if you know why, because it's a thing people say, right? Like
the movie I forget the name already. You told me like 45 minutes ago, and I already forgot.
So there was a movie in 2010, which was a remake of a movie from I don't even know when. But anyway, there's a scene with Liam Neeson, and he says,
"Release the Kraken."
And then the Kraken comes out. So that's it, and that's sort of ultimately I won't even say it's an issue. I'm just curious, like 40 years from now, when you're talking about, oh, well, why are the Red Wings called the Red Wings? Well, this is why. Well, why are the Blackhawks called the Blackhawks? Why are the Maple Leafs called the Maple Leafs? Why are the Kraken called the Kraken? It's like, well, there was a movie with Liam Neeson about the Greek gods. It was the Clash of the Titans. He said it. And then there was the trilogy, or it's not even a trilogy. Now it's like a quintilogy of Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and Johnny Depp gets eaten by one. So it's like it was a thing for I don't know. It reminds me of the Toronto Raptors. At least they didn't call themselves the Toronto Jurassic Parks, although they should have called themselves the Torontosaurus.
Chat's loving this, by the way. You're getting a lot of laughing face emojis right now. Also, on Twitch right now says great logo, but the name is very MLS.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
You're bringing up some names, Yeah,
Raptors. I mean, and it's also a singular name, which is not the end of the world, right? We have the Minnesota Wild. There's the Miami Heat. I'm sure there's some other that I'm not thinking of. The Columbus Crew. I saw somebody mention in the chat. But first of all, Crew is plural, even though it's a singular noun, I guess. The Heat, right? Heat is I don't even know what it is, if it's a noun or a verb or an adverb, but it's a thing.
The School of Kraken, that would be plural, right? Kraken, plural.
I don't.
You don't say Krakens, do you?
I don't know, because they're not real. So I don't know. But like, for example, if you're talking about fish, you own multiple fish, right? If you have a tank full of goldfish, you say, I'm going to go feed the fish. But if you have a tank with different species of fish, for example, you would refer to them as fishes.
Would you?
Because yes.
I would say if I had
standing by this,
I would say I'm going to go feed the fish.
Sure, but I just mean when you're talking about different species. Anyway, the point is Krakens aren't real. So I don't know what a group of Krakens would be. A team of Kraken. I don't know.
We're getting more suggestions in chat of singular names that mean plural. Like you mentioned Heat, you mentioned Wild, Avalanche, one that we missed.
Sure, right.
Jazz, Thunder.
Right.
Those two as well. And 13th Seahawk, I see your message.
Yeah, well, so that's the other thing, I mean, I think you do have to spend a little bit of time worrying about puns and nicknames and things like that. So the Kraken lends itself to some unflattering nicknames and everything. But look, welcome to the NHL.
Yeah,
exactly. We could sit here cracking jokes all day.